Vision is one of the most complex and remarkable functions of the human brain. From the signals received from our two eyes, the brain is able to construct a high-resolution, three-dimensional, colored representation of the world out there. Vision occurs neither in the eyes nor in the brain, but emerges from the collaboration of the eyes and the rest of the brain. Vision is a pervasive aspect of our existence, which permeates all of our activities. Vision develops and due to neuroplasticity can be enhanced. The visual system allows individuals to assimilate information from the environment. The act of seeing starts when the lens of the eye focuses an image of its surroundings onto a light-sensitive membrane in the back of the eye called the retina. The retina is actually part of the brain that is isolated to serve as a transducer for the conversion of patterns of light into neuronal signals. The lens of the eye focuses light on the photoreceptive cells of the retina, which detect the photons of light and respond by producing neural impulses. These signals are processed in a hierarchical fashion by different parts of the brain, from the retina upstream to central ganglia in the brain. Sound offers us a powerful means of communication. Our sense of hearing enables us to experience the world around us through sound. Because our sense of hearing allows us to gather, process, and interpret sounds continuously and without conscious effort, we may take this special sense of communication for granted. The ears are the input source for hearing. The ear is made up of three parts: the outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear. Each part plays a different role in collecting sound and passing the information onto the brain. The outer ear, known as the pinna, collects sound vibrations. The second part of the ear, the middle ear, contains small bones called the ossicles. The ossicles convert the sound vibrations into mechanical vibrations. The inner ear contains the organ of Corti, a sensory receptor that is inside the cochlea. The organ of Corti contains hair cells, which are the nerve receptors that used for hearing. The hearing processing center of the brain is the temporal lobe. The temporal lobe in the left hemisphere is the language part of the brain. The right hemisphere is the music side of the brain. So it is involved in musical information and the identification of different sounds. Music affects the human body and mind. Even the early philosophers such as Pythagoras, Plato, and Aristotle knew about the soothing power of music. Music may also function as a distraction and may give a sense of control. It was found that music, especially classical music with 60 beats per minute from the Baroque period, can relax the heartbeat and pulse rate, which then enable the mind to concentrate, thus improves the person's capacity to learn. In word recall, it is said that people tend to memorize more words when they are associated with pictures. In the following experiment, the researchers seek to know if the genre of music and image can improve memory retention. Specifically, they want to see what word presentation between words only or words with picture and genre of music between Baroque and modern music will be helpful in remembering words. The researchers hypothesized that Baroque music and words with pictures will improve recall. 96 high school students from Adaptap to Settlement High School ranging from 13 to 16 years old participated in the experiment. Two variables were manipulated: the genre of music and the presentation of words. The genre of music consisted of Baroque and modern. Furthermore, a control group was added to confirm the effect of music. As for the presentation of words, words with pictures and words without pictures were used. For the Baroque group, the song "Morning Has Broken" was presented. In the experiment, George Frederick Handel's water music version of Morning Has Broken was used. In research study from the University of North Texas, it was found that participants under conditions where Handel's music was the background had better scores. For the modern music, Holier Than Thou was used. Holier Than Thou is a 1995 song by the American heavy metal band Metallica. The words used in the experiment were matched according to their mean of familiarity, number of phonemes, and word duration. All of the words used are nouns and are based from the experiment of Lovat and colleagues. The researchers added images to the words categorized in the Words with Pictures group. For the conditions having Baroque and modern music, the stimulus song was played prior to the projection of the word stimuli. The music still resumed while the words were being presented. The words were presented in pairs. A pair consists of a word with picture and a word without picture, that is, 2 words per slide. Each slide was shown for 5 seconds and no interval followed before the presentation of the next slide. A total of 10 pairs of words were displayed. After the stimuli exposure, the experimenters asked the participants to recall all the words revealed in the slides in 1 minute while the music was still playing. The results of the current experiment supported the hypothesis that word presentation would improve recall. However, the second hypothesis of the study was not supported. That is, music has no significant effect on memory recall. All the results were consistent with the assumption that the Baroque music might affect the performance of the participants. The recall scores in the 3 music groups did not significantly differ. The researchers concluded that the participants really did focus more on the word presentation rather than music. Even if background songs were presented, people tend to forget the title of the music or which song was played since the attention is more focused on the screen. Spatial memory also played a big role in the recall of words since seeing the pictures give more association to the word rather than presenting the word itself. It is not surprising that individuals, especially young people, prefer to read comics or manga rather than reading the text of the story alone. By this, they will have a clearer picture in imagination about the context of what they are reading rather than imagining alone the words, particularly unfamiliar ones. The schools may encourage learning through the use of vivid images in order to make the discussion more interesting. Since the early years of development, it was proven that people are more attracted to pattern stimuli than plain stimuli.